Absolutely. And it does sound like the president is about to ask for some sort of authorization. Meanwhile, the cover of the New York Post today, that's Brian Williams, who heads up the NBC Nightly News. The headline is "A Nose for News," and there's the Pinocchio thing going there. There is a report in the New York Post, Geraldo, that says that Brokaw wants him fired, that he should go because he made up a story and kept telling it, even though NBC senior officials said, Brian, stop telling that story. We know it's made up.
I want to know more about the second part of what you said before I really voice an opinion. Where were his producers over the years? Didn't they tell him that's not the way it happened? If the story is oft repeated, well, that's if he defied his own colleagues to tell a story that he didn't misremember but intentionally conjured up. That's a far more grievous offense than if he just conflates. A lot of people conflate. It is sad. You get busted for it.
Look,
you
you've been in
apologize
combat. You've had many opportunities to make a story really good and add stuff to it.
But what I don't want, Steve, is people to pile on and destroy a man's entire career for this one incident. I mean, let's go slow. In the March of 2003, I was with the 101st Airborne. I was in those dust storms. I drew a line in the sand that I barely survived and had to apologize for a million times, even though it was an inconsequential, absolutely harmless error. People will watch. The one thing I don't like, and I'll say this right now, why is it that the loudest voices condemning Brian Williams never served in combat, were never combat reporters? I think that all these people with Twitter accounts who are attacking this person from the safety of their mother's basement should shut up
because he was
and let the soldiers and the GIs deal with this. Brian Williams, whatever happened, they'll sort it out.
Yep.
People don't want to watch him, they could change the channel.
And that'll be ultimately decide whether he keeps his job, don't you think?
I think the audience, it's all about the audience and whether they trust him.